Welcome back, and as ever, thank you for joining me today. Right, we've got a proper mixed bag for you, so let's crack straight on. You know, chums, I have to say I don't think there's been a better week for the royals in quite some time, has there? Because up in Scotland, and I do love Scotland, chums, if you've never been, honestly get yourselves up there. The Commonwealth Games have been just an absolute triumph for the family. King Charles turned up at the Highland Games in a kilt, having a wee dram of whiskey, all smiles, and I have to say, chums, that image alone did more for the monarchy than about 10 press releases could ever do. That's the sort of relaxed, approachable king people actually want to see. Not stiff, not stuffy, just enjoying himself, tot of whiskey in hand. Brilliant stuff. And of course, William and Kate were there too, watching the Commonwealth Games action. And little Prince Louis, giggling away in his bucket hat, watching the cycling alongside Charlotte. And George. I mean, chums, you cannot buy that kind of publicity. You genuinely cannot. That family out together, smiling, enjoying the sport, that's worth more to brand Windsor than any glossy video the palace could commission. Let me explain. Welcome back, nice to see you. Now, on a much more serious note, and I did want to touch on this because I thought it showed real character, Prince William put out a statement saying he was truly saddened to hear about the death of the Netflix climbing star and former British Army soldier Nirmal Purya, who died in an avalanche. Now, whatever you think about royalty, chums, moments like that matter. It's not a scripted thing, it's not a photo opportunity, it's a genuine human response, and I think it's worth acknowledging. Right, let's move on because there's plenty to get through. Now, chums, you'll have seen this one because it's been building for months. Meghan and Harry's new documentary, Cookie Queens, is finally hitting theaters this week, the 7th of August. Now, for those who don't know, this one's not about them. It's about young Girl Scouts selling cookies, and Harry and Meghan are executive producers on it through Archewell. It premiered at Sundance back in January, picked up by roadside attractions, and now it's getting its proper theatrical release. Now, here's what I find interesting, chums. This is a real departure for them, isn't it? After years of deeply personal, let us tell you our story type content, this is about someone else's story entirely. 4 young girls navigating the pressures of the cookie season. And do you know what? I think that's actually a smart move. A little bit of distance from the constant pour us narrative and into something wholesome, something that isn't about royal grievances. Whether audiences turn out for it in cinemas, that's the real test, because documentaries are a tough sell theatrically these days. But credit where it's due, chums. It's a different lane for them, and sometimes a change of lane is exactly what's needed. Let me explain. Welcome back, nice to see you. Now, moving on to a story that's been rumbling for a good while, and that's Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. As you know, chums, he finally moved out of Royal Lodge, and reports now suggest he's ended up on an old farm property in the Sandringham area of Norfolk. Now, some people were fretting that the king might be going soft on this, letting him stay comfortably tucked away on royal land. But chums, moving from a 30-room mansion to a farm cottage is not exactly a soft landing, is it? It's a significant downsizing, and however you feel about the man, I think it does show the family are trying to draw a line under that whole chapter, at least visually. Meanwhile, interestingly, his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, who reportedly have had very little to do with their father lately, have been popping back into the public eye. Now, I don't want to speculate too wildly on family dynamics, I can't verify, but you can see how, optically, the family are trying to separate the working present royals from the parts of the story they'd rather move past. Let me explain. Welcome back, nice to see you. Right, one more for you chums, and this is a genuinely big one on the diplomatic side. King Charles is set to host the President of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, along with the First Lady at the palace. And what makes this properly historic, chums, is that this will be the first visit of its kind since 1989. Now think about that for a second. Nearly 40 years. That's a significant piece of soft power diplomacy, and it shows the king is still very much active on the world stage, using these state visits to strengthen ties with the Commonwealth. I think it's a smart, quietly effective use of the role, and it'll be one worth watching when the details of that visit are confirmed. So chums, look at the week we've had. The king in a kilt having a whiskey and thoroughly enjoying the Highland Games. William and Kate glowing from the Commonwealth Games with the children in tow. A genuinely different creative project from Harry and Meghan hitting cinemas. And a proper piece of royal diplomacy on the horizon with Nigeria. I have to say, chums, that's about as good a run as this family has had in quite some time. And long may it continue. As ever, chums, thank you so much for your time today. Let me know down in the comments what you made of all this, particularly that image of the king in the kilt. I want to know your thoughts. Take care of yourselves, look after one another, and I'll see you all very soon. Neil Sean, in the very heart of the United Kingdom.